No, don't leave me. You're essential for the plot. With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. Your topic comes slipping under taste.
You hesitated. You thought about it. I didn't hesitate.
Hey hens, how are we all diddly doing? How's everybody holding up? I'm in a bit of a good mood today because I have an iced coffee first and foremost. It looks a bit minging actually in the camera, and it might look minging because it is minging. Yes, I'm very excited today because I have thought of a video idea recently, and then I've thought of an entire series I can make out of this. So sorry if this is not your cup of tea, but I greatly fucking enjoy this. Today we are going to be rating Sims on their level of toxicity, and the theme of this series that I'm introducing is it's not all just going to be toxic. It's going to be like rating Sims based on blah, rating Sims based on blah, etc, etc, etc. Oh, I've went all fucking out for this. Don't get it twisted. I've been sat here for 20 minutes at least planning this. You know, it's not much in the grand scheme of things because my entire history I've taken like an entire week to do, but you know what, right? This is also my merch. It was out at Christmas. It's irrelevant because you can't get it anymore, sorry. We have different categories that I'm going to be rating Sims on today. I have not put any thought into which Sims I'm going to do because I find that my mind works better when things are unplanned in terms of making quick assessments. Is that an excuse? Yes. Might be just because I'm so fucking excited that like I'm not going to sit and plan out where each Sim's going to go. I would rather take a taste of your lips and be on a ride. God, I'm so fucking excited. So the first category that we've got is pure, and the mascot for this category is the geckos featuring in the Love Island Just Eat advert. Despite being so pure as well, they were the biggest amount of action that we got in that series. Tell a lie, Toby was amazing. So that's the pure mascot. Then next up we've got okay. And this is for Sims that aren't necessarily toxic, but have done some kind of shady stuff. And the mascot for this one is Harry Styles tweeting out, "Rest in peace, Baroness Thatcher." It's okay, Harry. I am still a stan. And when I get a verified status on Twitter, I am going to pull a Steffo Sims and shoot my shot with you. Keep a lookout. And yes, that is also the first thing Steph said to me when she got her verified tick. I could message Harry Styles. Still waiting on a response. I'll just message him saying, "Oh, by the way, my mate Steph is there." She just wants to talk. So that's our category. Next up is Try Again Sweaty. And this is for Sims that try and come across as toxic, but it just doesn't really work. And you're just looking at them a bit like, didn't really work out, did it? Our mascot for that is Draco Malfoy. Specifically, Draco Malfoy when he tries to act like Billy with the big bollocks in front of Hermione, and Hermione just smashes him in the face, because you know violence isn't always the answer, but sometimes it is. And then next up we have With the Taste of Your Lips, I'm on a Ride. This song's been stuck in my head for days, by the way, which I think may be the cause for this video. And of course we've got Miss Britney Spears toxic. She is not, in my opinion, toxic. I think, babe, honestly, the pressure of being a celebrity, especially Britney Spears in that era of what they're called, paparazzi, babe, honestly, I think she done amazing, all things considered. So she's not necessarily toxic. I am going to pull a Chris Crocker and say leave Britney alone. You know, she did obviously sing this song, so she's got to be the toxic mascot. And then we've got So True Bestie, and the mascot for this one is call off your techno boy toy or I tell the cops what your mom keeps in your lasagna box. Kisses. Because this is obviously someone who's very, very, very toxic. Probably the same amount of toxicity as, you know, With the Taste of Your Lips, I'm on a Ride. Also kind of iconic, and you would kind of like to see where they would take things. I was going to put Voldemort in this one, and he was going to be the mascot for that one, because he is very sassy, and I do like his when he goes to kill Harry Potter. But then I thought, with the racism and xenophobia, not really a mix for me, actually. Like, yeah, he had a couple of iconic lines, but I would rather have not had racism and xenophobia rather than overlook them. Do you know what I mean? So Voldemort thought, no. I'm not sexist, not homophobic, not transphobic, not phobic of anything apart from the ocean at night. That's the only thing I don't agree with. Just no. First and foremost, we are going to start off the man, the myth, the legend. I'm getting all of these images off Google, by the way, because I'm not loading up the Sims games just to take pictures of everybody. Johnny Zest. I love Johnny Zest. If you don't know much about his backstory, he is actually related to the land grabs, but pulled a Sirius Black and just disowned his entire family, and now lives in a trailer park. And in my personal Sims lore, he also is a single dad to a little girl, so that's not facts. It's facts in my mind. I never let the truth get in the way of a good story. So he is obviously going to go on pure. It must, honestly, can't relate because I come from a working class family. Respect anybody who, well, I respect him. Do I need to go into it? We all know him. We all love him. He wants to be a comedian. I've yet to see him crack any jokes, to be honest, so that could potentially be a pipe dream, but he's pure for having him anyway. So Johnny Zest firmly belongs in pure. Next up, we've got another one. Also a Johnny. I am sensing a theme, but trust me, it's not going anywhere. We've got Johnny Smith from The Sims 2. He is the son of, is it Jill Smith and pollination technician 9 or 7? It's a number anyway. And he's in love with Ophelia. Honestly, absolutely love him, babe. Strangetown is not the most welcoming of places. Strangetown is a little bit hating on aliens, actually, and that could not be me. But he's happy anyway. He's so happy. He loves his family, loves his life, loves his lass. And he's going in pure. Oh, God, I just love Sims, you know. Absolutely love Sims. Sticking with the theme, Olive Spectre. Unfortunately, sorry, I know she's a murderer, but I'm going to put her in So True, bestie, because I think that you could have done so much more if you only had time. But I mean, she did kill quite an obnoxious amount of people, actually, but it was in the name of love, and she's got quite a sad story. Does she? I mean, actually, you know what? No, she doesn't. She doesn't even have a sad story, which for me makes her even more iconic because you're just naturally evil, babe. I love to see it. But I'm going to put her in So True, bestie, because I do like the work that she's done. I think she was quite creative with it. And also, she did make her murders quite sentimental. This room is not soundproofed at all, actually, because I'm living out of one room right now. I don't know if I've mentioned anything. Like, this is my living room, bedroom, workroom, everything. Pretty sure my next door neighbour's in. So I am going to need to have a conversation with her at some point that I do actually play The Sims and everything that I say is fictional, because really, how concerning would it be to get a new neighbour and then all you hear is, oh, I loved her murders, they were really creative, I think she should have actually killed more people. But yeah, no, I do think that, you know, she could have done so much more if she only had time. She also did take a niece in, do you know what I mean? Didn't kill a niece. And her dying statement was to give her will to her forgotten son. Oh my heart. Next up. No, stop it. Oh no. Another Strangetown Tumblr, right? I don't know who's made this art. I'm going to have to go see. I love that there's fucking fan art of Sims characters, honestly. I think this is done by CapricornSims.tumblr.com. Pascal convinces Nervous to move in with him and away from the torturous Beaker family after many years of pain and abandonment. Nervous finally finds a place to call home. I'm going to use this fan art image, actually, in place of Pascal, Curious and Nervous subjects, because they are actually in a relationship together, and I'm going to put them in pure because, you know, they've had a lot of hardships in your life. Pascal did get abducted and impregnated with an alien, and now they're just living a happy life off her inheritance as well. So you know what, thank you Olive Spectre. Next up is Bella Goth, and I am going to be using the Sims 2 version of Bella Goth because the Sims 4 version of Bella Goth, she's not bad, but she's just lackluster. I'm going to put her in, is she toxic? No, I actually think she's quite pure. God bless her. She was abducted and I'm trying to put her in the bloody toxic one. I'm so sorry, Bella. Oh, God bless her. But she is absolutely iconic. She's on the cover of pictures and everything, and on milk cartons, funnily enough, but that one's a different story for a different time. Loves her life, loves being a goth, do you know what I mean? Loves her husband, loves her kids. Absolutely amazing. Lets her kids be who they want to be. Stunning. Similarly, Mortimer Goth, also featured in The Sims 2. I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. You're telling me, right, that poor little old Bella Goth got abducted and then suddenly Mortimer Goth finds love in a younger model? Absolutely fucking not. Bella, you get over there in the pure bit where you belong, darling. And Mortimer, I'm putting you on this one and not the iconic one because I think it was a dirty move, babe. Dirty move. Absolutely not. I don't trust him. And you know what? He doesn't look that gothic to me, so it's not quite right. Next up, Dina and Nina Caliente. Straight up in So True, bestie. Absolutely love them. Honestly, I don't even have much to say apart from the fact that they are completely fucking iconic. I just love to see them interact with life, honestly. I really think that they're absolutely amazing, unstoppable. I do think that they are the Kardashians of the Sims franchise. Nina and Dina in The Sims 4. And for that one, I am literally... okay, the first one's to go in okay, actually, because how do we go from this to this? Like, these girls will literally take every single bit of money that you own, get away with the crime, not murder your family, but put you in so much emotional insecurity that, you know what, they might make you think that they've murdered your family, and then they're gone without a trace. These girls look like they'd look you up and down in Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, I'd rather not be judged. It is just a... Okay. Moment. So yeah, absolutely not iconic at all. Has so much more potential to go further, and unfortunately has just not taken that choice on this day. So Nina and Dina in The Sims 4 can go in okay. Sticking with the theme, Don Lothario in The Sims 4, just absolutely fucking toxic, not iconic at all. Bit of a disgrace. Was dating these two in The Sims 2, and then in The Sims 4, he's with the mum. And these are young adults in The Sims 4. I always say that teenagers. I take it back, sorry, they are not. They are young adults. But still, it feels a little bit illegal. Do you know what I mean? It might technically be legal. Morally, he's a bit of a fucking prick, isn't he, babe? However, the smiling assassin that is Don Lothario on The Sims 2, look at him. Oh, look at that pose. He knows what he's worth. He knows he could break my heart in an instant, and he smiled doing so. Absolutely iconic. I've never seen a shag pad quite like it, honestly. Truly is the Bachelor, 110%. This man would break my heart, and I'd thank him for it. I would. This man, I would call the police. Balkan Blanc grab. I am going to put him in try again, Sweaty, because his traits are snob, evil, dastardly, and public enemy. But I just think you're more intimidating than you actually are. Do you know what I mean? This guy, am I meant to be intimidated? Like, I am sorry, I know you've got wealth, but you haven't got stealth, babe. Absolutely nothing about you's intimidated. You want to intimidate me in that fucking shirt? Try again, Sweaty, and that's exactly why he's in there. He has all of the makings of a serial killer, right? Hasn't got the fucking nerve. Sorry to this man. He'd walk down the street now. I wouldn't know a thing. Kind of has similar hair to Draco Malfoy, actually, apart from the fact that it's yellow. And now, Mrs. Crumplebottom, yous already know it. Yous literally already know it. What a tragic backstory, babe. Honestly. She actually genuinely really has a really sad backstory. And I know I mention this every single time I mention her, but I do have an entire history of her. So sad. Honestly, so sad. She lost everything, and that made her hate love. And I hate to love you, babe. I just love her. She's iconic. I've never seen anybody knit with such proficiency in my life, honestly, if I'm going to be 100% honest on it. I mean, she has so much hate in her heart and still finds the time to get out her knitting needles. Oh, I love her. I love her. She really gives something in the community, you know. That's not always a positive thing, but she always gives it anyway, and that is dedication, and that's something that I really, really respect about her. Next up, the tragic clown. You may think at first glance that he's a little bit toxic, but I'm actually going to put him in pure, because the only thing he knows is tragedy and sadness. And yes, he wants to make everybody else feel that tragic sadness, but he doesn't mean to. He just wants to relate to people. Do you know what I mean? God bless his soul. I mean, I think I'd be pretty sad as well if every time I turned up somewhere people just started crying. I mean, what good does that do for your psyche? Do you know what I mean? We don't know what he's been through, and I don't want to judge him prematurely. So for that reason, he's going in pure. I may have to do his backstory actually, because I don't actually know that much about Sonny the Clown. Next up, The Sims 4's 20th anniversary hot tub. Absolutely toxic. That absolutely nothing needed. Big fat nothing else needed. I was at the opticians the day that this was released, and I tried to run home fast because I thought we'd have a big update, and then disappointed actually. And I fucking hate my glasses as well. And I know that's not the hot tub's fault, but sometimes I just can't help but pinning it on it. Next up, I took a long time and I was really deliberating over who we should do next. Dustin Broke, right? Now, he is a criminal. He's literally, his job is the criminal career. He's a street hawker, whatever that's supposed to mean. A good street hawker keeps a low profile and only flashes the goods to customers away from their Oh, so is it like those lads in the pub that sell knockoff, like Hugo Boss tops and that? Potentially. Anyway, he's got the life of a criminal, do you know what I mean? And I think he really tries to act the hard lad and tries to act like he's not bothered because he's failing school as well. But actually, I'm going to put him in. Okay, because he's not necessarily pure, do you know what I mean? But he has got a heart of gold, and he tries to put off this criminal exterior, but we all know he's a softie and he fucking loves his family. Oh, but then again, would he go and try again Sweaty? But try again Sweaty is like someone who, no, he's going to go in okay, because try again Sweaty doesn't quite fit it because he's not actively trying to be toxic to people. He's just got a little bit of toxicity in his life, but you know, he plays on the good part of his life as well. He loves his girlfriend. Oh, God bless him. And what a weird match, honestly. Wouldn't put them together, but there we go. He loves his girlfriend. Unlike this guy who outwardly tries to be toxic. That's my opinion on the matter. Lastly, there's more room here, honestly, and I apologise, but lastly, it's the Sims 3 University Llama, and I'm going to put them in 100% toxic, because they always show up at the worst time. They are a little bit annoying. You don't need to come to my house every single time I move in, babe. If I want to go to university, I'll fucking go. The camera doesn't need to zoom in here. So that is everything that I have for you today. Please let me know where you would have ranked them all if you disagree with any of my opinions, because if you disagree, babe, fuck you. No, I jest. We all have our own opinions and it's up to you to make yours up, but let me know. Also, let me think of other Sims that you were thinking of. There was loads that I thought about, like I was like, shall I include the Pleasant family? But I was like, they're more overtly toxic. Yes, I went for these Sims today. I might do another one where I pick more Sims, but this hopefully will become a series because I have some really good ideas of what other type of categories to do. So yes, please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave other categories down below as well, like rating Sims based on X down below, please. I love you all so much. Now we'll see you in the next one. Bye, bitch. Taste of your lips, I'm on a ride.